I'm now doing that Dodie Clark thing where it's like she's like clapping and the new microphone is like synchronized to the sound of the video, and yeah, that this is gonna be interesting. This is an unplanned video. This was sort of like a spontaneous kind of thing. I've booked to see Hamilton on Christmas Eve, which is totes mega exciting. I can tell you that now. But the West End cast has just been announced, and the dude playing Mulligan's his name. The dude playing oh my god, I can't say the name. The dude playing Mulligan is this guy called Taron, and they're saying he's making his West End debut, which is great. And he came from Arts Ed, but he also was the year above me when I trained at the Brit School, and I have noticed many things recently where I've known people in either the year below me or like the years above me who I've known like when I was sort of growing up during Brit, that are all doing these amazing things. And then there's me sort of in a studio flat in York, sort of like doing a degree and like directing like student shows, but I'm not like, I feel like I'm not doing enough sometimes. Like, there's Taron, who's like in Hamilton, which is like so great, like so great. And in that same year, there was this girl called Sadie, and I don't know if she's still in it, but she's in Aladdin. She's one of the chorus members in Aladdin. And there was this girl who's the year below me. Her name is Ray, and she's sort of guest featured on Jonas Blue's song By Your Side. And these are all like so like ultra mega cool things, and it sort of makes me feel sometimes that I'm not doing as much as I should be. Is there something I'm doing wrong? Is there something like I should be doing? Is there something that I'm not really focusing on? Is there something that I need to like branch out more and do? I don't know, I just get worried sometimes that I'm not working hard enough, because I always know in my heart that theatre and creating and just being a theatric person is always going to be my life. Like, if I end up being in an office job, whilst it's not a bad job, I'm not saying that, but if I end up in like in an environment where it's nothing to do with like being creatively stimulated and constantly like making things and creating meanings for the audiences to capture, I feel like my soul will be dead at that point. I just feel like I will have given up on something I had been working so hard, like growing up, and to then sort of like give it up and be in an office environment, or like, I don't know, go into banking. Like, it's just so against me right now. I feel like it would just not suit me, and I'm worried that like I'm not doing hard enough now, and because of that, like in 10 years down the line, I'm not going to reach it because I should have started earlier. But then again, like my disability supervisor, I meet with her like once every week to sort of vent out my issues, and she told me that she had not seen anyone as big of a CV as I have. And to be honest, most of the stuff I do is by accident, because like so the reason why I was in Pericles was because I did a production of Studying Last Summer. I sort of mentioned this in a previous video, I think. It was a long time ago. But I was in Pericles because someone I knew in Studying Last Summer was the director, and she posted on Facebook saying that there were auditions for it. And I thought, YOLO, I'd like to get to know Shakespeare. Why the hell not? And I auditioned, and then I got it. And now I love Shakespeare. Shakespeare is like totes a thing I love, and I want to do even more Shakespeare. Unfortunately, they're currently doing Henry VIII right now, and I can't really do that because my New Year's resolution is to never overlap projects, and they start like mid Fiddler on the Roof, so I'm like, I'm sorry, but no. Sometimes I don't like it when I mention stuff that I'm currently doing or stuff that I'm planning to do in videos, because I feel like I sound like I'm bragging, and I'm not. It's just because apparently people have been saying I'm a very ambitious person, And I think if you were to sum me up in one word, it would be ambitious. Everything I do is to reach that goal of just working in theatre, either directing or acting. And to be honest, I've only like really been wanting to direct like in the past year, because you know, when I was growing up, I wanted to be a singer, and then when I went to Brit, I wanted to be a musical theatre performer, and then come like end of year 13, I'm like, you know what, dancing isn't really for me. Like, I love musicals, but I just feel like I hate living up to other people's standards, and I feel like when acting, I feel like I have control, and I feel like I own a character, and whilst a director has high influence of what happens with my character, I feel like I still make the right choices, and I still feel like I'm in this sort of bubble of this character, and I feel like they're a part of me. Whereas I felt like when I was doing musical theatre, I felt like, oh yeah, I'm playing this role. And I feel like when doing theatre, one shouldn't really feel like that. I feel like when you act, you've got to like that character is who you're working with for like the next month, or maybe even less, or maybe even more. Then there has to be some sort of merging process between a character and an actor. Otherwise, it's just kind of people saying things in a certain tone on stage, and it's not the same. I want to direct more. I think I do have another project lined up after Fiddler, which is great. I don't want to delve too much into it until it's like totes confirmed, and I will be like telling you guys about everything. Anyway, I'm sort of system overload. Well, don't you love it? My microphone has sort of like cancelled on me, which is kind of great. I don't really know what this video is. It was sort of triggered by the fact I am scared that I'm not doing enough, but I feel like I am doing enough. I mean, I most likely am doing enough, right? I just love theatre, you know? I've sort of been telling people that I feel like I've not been doing enough, and people say to me I am doing enough. I'm just frightened that I'm not, and I have to keep working harder and harder and harder until like I have like meltdowns, because I've pushed myself way too hard, because I want this to be good, and I want my next project to be good, so I have to make sure this current project is going good, and I have to learn from my lack of previous experiences, which have been good but could have been improved. It's just this constant fear, but at the same time I couldn't imagine doing anything else. And hopefully I show up on the Brit School Facebook page saying we'd like to congratulate Carrie Morrison on this something or other. That would be great. But for now, I am accepting what I'm currently doing, and I just need to chill. Everyone works at their own pace, and they're just lucky people who have got amazing opportunities, and also they're talented people, obviously. And me, I am being fairly talented where I am now, in York. This was really like not a well-planned video. How do I end this video? I'll just do this. Boing, guys. Shh.